My back is not happy. Wolf Ridge 28C Magnum PI. What we have here is a pile of wood. Now we delivered the wood to the house right over here, and she says, "Hey, do you want that pile of wood?" Today on In The Woodyard, we've got wood right there. We're gonna cut it all. We're gonna cut it, split it, haul it, deliver it, put it in a bin. It's gonna be gone by the end of the day. That's the plan. So this pile back here is about 6 full cord log cords. For those of you that don't know, people have asked me, what is a log cord? It's logs in a pile that are 4 feet wide, 4 feet high, 8 feet long. So it's a log cord, but when you cut it down into firewood and then you stack it, you lose about probably 20%, something like that, 15% give or take. So if you've got a full cord of logs, you cut it into firewood and stack it, start out with a 4 foot wide, 4 feet high, 8 feet long logs. When you cut it, because of all the kerfs you're cutting, you lose all that sawdust. When you split it and you condense it down into a pile, because you're stacking it much tighter than what a log would be, you're going to end up with about 2.5 face cords. Anyway, there it is. This stuff is all good wood. It's going to make great firewood, so we're going to get going on it right now. So this pile, there's 5, maybe 6 cords of wood. All the little stuff, as you can see here, it's the tiny stuff, like real tiny like this. But this is the stuff that's all dry that we extracted from the big pile over there. And that stuff's been running on the processor, but all this little stuff here is pretty much dry, ready to burn right now. So my plan is we're going to get it all cut. That's one thing. If we get it all cut, and then we're going to start splitting on it, and then we'll take all the dry stuff, we'll put it right into the tractor bucket and go dump it in the bin, and then the wet stuff we'll just throw over to the side, and that'll get scooped up and then put in. So as we split it, you can tell if it's dry or not. Some of it's going to be really good because it's cracked all the way through, all the way down, and then some of it, like this one here, might be wet on the inside yet, so we'll separate it as we go. So we're going to have chainsaw screaming today. All right, so we're going to get started. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sharpen up my chains. They're not terrible because I did some cutting, but they weren't terrible when I got done the last time. And for those of you that are new to the channel or guys that have been watching, I've been asked this quite a few times, and I thought today would be a good day to answer it. So the vise that I have here, where I hold the bar and the chainsaw up on this platform, the vise, we make these. Bert's a machinist, and he manufactures these and assembles them, and then I sell them on the channel. It's all aluminum, made right here in Wisconsin, 100%. The only thing we buy is the little cranks for tightening them up. I'll show you that in a minute. But the question I get all the time, well, 2 questions. How much are they? They're 80 bucks. They're very expensive to make because they're all handmade, custom made. They're not, this isn't something made in China. This is USA stuff here. So our cost to produce these is extremely expensive. So they're 80 bucks. If you want one, that's fine. If you don't, I'm okay with that. So the question I get all the time is, how big is the board that I got this mounted on? Well, I've been telling people 30 to 36. And I never even measured mine. I just cut it. It's 33 inches, the board. So it's 33 inches. If you were to make a board to mount yours on like this, like we have it, I would say definitely try to keep it at least, I'd say 28 at the shortest. 30 wouldn't be bad. Mine's 33, so 32, 33 would be really good. But you could go as long as 36. Basically what you want to do is you want to have your power head sit on the back end of it, and then your bar stick out the front. So even if you have a long bar, I've put our big 5-foot bar on this in the past. We've got a 60-inch bar on. We've got 2 3120s. You can put it on here, sits like this, but your bar sticks way out. But this just stabilizes it because it just clamps in here, so it's on there really nice. So you can sharpen it, whether you're hand filing or if you're using a rotary tool like I'm going to use here. Use a Dremel to sharpen these up with a stone bit. Use the Oregon bits, the 7/32 to touch it up. Like I said many times, I can hand file. I hand filed for, I don't know, 30 years on chainsaws, and I can hand file, but this is 5 times as fast. It's just way faster. And some guys say, oh, you're heating the teeth up. Oh, you're going to make the teeth brittle. I've never had a tooth break. I've never had it heat up. You can sharpen it, put your hand on it, and not get burned. They just get warm because I'm not grinding on it forever. All I'm doing is touching it up. The only thing that I do file yet is I use the flat file on the rakers to take the depth gauges down, or rakers, whatever you like to call them. That I do, and it works nice to have it in the vise here also. I'm going to touch them up, and the other thing, a lot of people, they say, oh, I can hand file it and it gets a much sharper tooth. Well, I've done both. They're equally sharp. I get it just as sharp either way. It doesn't matter. When you buy a chain from your factory, they do not hand file them to sharpen them. They're sharpened with a grinder. That's how they do it. They're not going to hand file every piece. And some people will say, oh yeah, but I can touch that up with a file and it gets even sharper. A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. But this works good. To me, time is more important. I just want to get it done as fast as possible so I can get back to cutting. I sharpen after every tank pretty much. And I like the chain to be sharp as possible. I don't like to wait until it's dull. I like to sharpen it so that it's right from the get-go, from each fresh tank it's sharp. So we're going to sharpen this up now. So basically, I use my grinder on full speed, and I'm going to come over here. Hopefully you guys can see this. I'm just going to sharpen this right from the front here. So sharpen. It's this fast, and these teeth are dull. There's scratches across there. The tips are gone. This is how easy it is. And I've got 2 saws to sharpen, so we're going to sharpen both of them up. I always wear gloves because when I get done, they are cat claw sharp, and I've been cut enough times to know you're handling your chain, whether you're hand filing or using a grinder like this. Wear gloves. I wear safety glasses or sunglasses like I got on today. That one's really bad. That's how fast it is. And these are teeth that need sharpening. And I'm just pushing lightly into the gullet and watching the tip of the tooth to make sure I get a good point on it. It gets a little curl across the front edge, and then you've got a straight top plate all the way across where it's sharp, and it'll be razor sharp. Shaving sharp, as some guys like to say. So if you're a hand filer, good for you. I'm happy for you. I like this. It's faster and easier. If you're a bench grinder guy, that's fine too. But I don't like to take my chains on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off. I like to just leave them on. The only time I like to take them off is when I'm putting a new one on. These teeth are about halfway wore out, so I'll probably only sharpen this once or twice more, and I'll put a new chain on. Because once you go past 50%, it's not cutting as fast as it was when it was new, obviously. For sure, 2/3. That was really bad. When you get to 2/3 of the tooth gone, your chain needs to be tossed and put a new one on. You're wasting time if you get down to nubs. Yeah, it'll still cut, but it's that much harder on your... I think I'm done. There you go. That's it. If you let it get all the way down to just nubs, you're working your power head and your body much harder than you need to. So here I'm going to see, yep, cat claw sharp. It just digs right in. And my rakers, I can look at the top of them. I can see they've been taken down not too long ago. So there, that one's sharp. All I got to do now is check the chain tension. Oh yeah, we got to tighten that up. So I'll grab my scrunch here. Morning. That's what we're doing today.
Okay. All the dry stuff?
Yeah.
2 face cords or just one?
All of it.
All of it?
I'm going to try to do all of it today. Adam might be coming later too. Did you ever get one of these vices?
Nope.
Well, man, I got to get you one then, because we got them now again. So Tyler just got here. He's got his new little 550.
Yep.
And that you bought for your dad because he wanted a lighter saw, and he's almost 70, I'm guessing, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Late 60s.
Close, yeah.
And he got the G, so it's the 550 XPG. How does he like it?
He loves it because his hands don't get cold. We went out last year cutting with it, and I had the big one with the heated handlebars, and I was fine, and his hands were froze within 15 minutes.
When you say the big one?
The 592.
592. XPG. Yeah, so he brought his 592, And so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to run this 550 because I've never run one of those. I'm going to compare it to this one here. This is the 562. And then we've got the 572. We got the little 540. You bought your 592. And then in the barn, we've got two 3120s if we want to get them out. We've got another 592. There's a 390. There's another 572. We got a lot of saws in there. But a guy made a comment the other day on my channel. Oh, you know, you must be kind of like a fanatic that you've got all these saws. I actually only own 5 saws.
Yeah.
But in the barn, some of the companies, Husqvarna has given us several saws. Like this one they gave us, that one they gave us. I don't actually own them. They're owned by Husqvarna. They said use them as long as you want. When we come out with something new, we'll give you another saw to try.
That's the way to do it.
And then Bert has a bunch of saws. Adam has probably 7 or 8 saws. So there's just, how do you got?
I got 7.
Yeah, so there's
that includes the 450 Rancher that's got a cylinder that's going up.
Yeah.
That's the stump saw.
Yeah.
That's the one we use in the dirt.
But anyway, we're going to cut this whole pile over here today and make some wood and deliver some wood and stack some wood. And you might even earn some gum and some creek water today.
Awesome.
Let's get busy. There we go, we got a load on. That took us only about a half an hour, if that, to throw this through the mini processor, the Wolfridge 28C Magnum PI. Crank it. I think it's good. Make sure these are tucked in. That looks good. Yeah, if you get any that are outside the tarp, they can bounce out, so I always tuck them in. Get them at an angle so they aren't going to bounce out. We only got to go about 3 miles. Here. Good. Yep. Oh, good. Let's go do a delivery. There it is, stack. What we have here is a pile of wood. Now we delivered the wood to the house right over here, and she says, "Hey, do you want that pile of wood?" I just happen to have a trailer that's empty now.
Yeah, it is.
So we're gonna load it up. There it is. So we're gonna go find out if I have to take this stuff too, but this I know for sure. This I don't know if he wants gone or not. This looks like more ash. Soft maple down here. Yeah, a lot of this isn't going to be any good. But the fresh ones are. So that delivery was a good one. We did 2 face cords, 2/3 of a cord, and with the stacking all together, that comes to $300 that we got paid. And then while we were there, the lady says, "Hey, we've got some wood in the back that we just had a tree service guy cut down. Do you want it?" It's all ash. So
And maple.
There's a little bit of maple, but mostly ash. And what's in here is probably going to be, I would just, if I'm going to guess, it's probably $200 worth of wood. That all we had to do was toss it in, and all I got to do is dump it and then split it, and it's going to be good to go. So that was a $500 delivery.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it. So, well, we're going to dump this, and we're going to get back to cutting wood over there. We're going to be okay. We use small saws, they're a lot more work. We use a small bar, a lot more work.
Yep.
So I ran my 572 with the heated handlebars, but it started crapping out. It was bogging down. I don't know, something's not right with it. I tried to do a, what do you call that? The cut.
Oh, auto-tune.
Auto-tune, and it wouldn't, I couldn't get it to, I ripped a whole bunch of stuff, nothing. So I ran his dad's 550G. Awesome little saw, I like it a lot. Cuts really good, every bit as good as a 562, but the 24-inch bar is way better.
Oh yeah, this is only an 18, so
Yeah.
that's why I was kneeling on the ground at the end. My back was fried.
Yeah, my back's going too lost because we tossed it all too.
Yeah.
And the wind picked up tremendously. We're yelling because we can't hear. It doesn't look windy to you guys, but it's 20-mile-an-hour winds coming right out of the north.
Yeah. Right around the side. It wasn't so bad when we were splitting.
Back
this
there
morning.
wasn't too bad, but we killed the pile. The sun just set, so we got it done. I don't know how much it is, half a semi-load, so I would say it's
Couple
5.
cords.
Oh no, this is probably more like a good 5 cords.
Oh, nice.
Well, we took about a cord out too because we split all that stuff.
Yeah.
We did the delivery, we got a bunch of ash, and we got it all cut. And tomorrow it's supposed to be 0 with 20 to 30-mile-an-hour winds. The wind chill is supposed to be 35 below tomorrow.
Yeah.
So you know what's going to happen tomorrow?
You're gonna be inside.
I'm going to be editing videos all day. That's all I'm going to do.
I might be stupid enough to go outside.
I'm not even going outside tomorrow. This is it. I had enough. My back's fried. A lot of bending over, a lot of lifting today, and we're trying to hurry at the end to get done there, but we got it all done. So, but yeah, we ran your 592 for a little while, which is too much for this kind of wood.
Yeah, that's why I picked up the 550.
And out
nice
of
stuff.
all of them, the 572 to me is the right size. It's not too heavy, and yet you can cut fast. 562 is really nice, but I wish it had heated handlebars. I like the 24-inch bar. It's about perfect for cutting in a log pile.
Yep.
A lot of guys say you got to have the big, 36 inches.
I tried a 36. It was a little too long. I heard 28.
28 wouldn't be bad.
For me,
what I like is
tall.
I don't have to bend over really much at all at 24 unless I get down. But the thing is a lot of guys don't realize, don't cut a lot. Out here you don't have much power.
No.
All your power is right here.
Yep.
So I like to get the saw down and get the dogs into the wood as much as possible so that you're using the maximum amount of your power of the saw.
That's why I like the bigger rounds. I don't have to cut as much and moving as much rounds with the bigger stuff.
But I would say 95% of this is dry and ready to burn right now. Probably wouldn't even need to split it, but I like to pop it in half at least just to check the inside to know for delivering to people. So this will all get split and put right into the bin in the back and get delivered eventually. Some of this I might split right into the trailer and just deliver it too. Yeah, like we did today. Before we got to, what'd you think of the
It's nice.
Wolf Ridge 28C Magnum PI?
It's nice. It's got a lot of power.
Yeah, I like the elevator. I like the auto.
The elevator's nice.
I like the auto cycle.
Yeah.
The log lift is nice for staging, but
I like my log lift just because I deal with bigger rounds typically.
Yeah.
And I'm usually cutting in the woods, so it's nice.
It's nice.
I bring the log splitter into the woods because I'm too lazy to haul the big stuff out of there.
Well, your splitters, you can move yours around. You can nuzzle it around a little bit by hand.
Put it on an ATV.
Yeah,
you can drive it around.
This thing is
a lot heavier.
It's big and heavy, yeah. So anyway, that's all we got for today. My face is numb. That's it. Check out Tyler's channel. It's called Firewood Fella.
Yep.
He needs to do more videos, but he's getting there.
Getting there, yeah.
Yeah.
Once a week, I'm hoping to try and keep maintaining that.
Yeah.
Maybe now might be a second one every week, but at least once a week, I'm hoping.
Otherwise, if you're bored, I have 1,700 videos for you to watch right now. And tomorrow morning at 5:30, what are you going to be doing?
Watching your video.
You're going to be sleeping.
I'll be sleeping, but once I get up, I'll watch it.
That's it for today, folks. Good night, Irene.
Good night.